I'm Jeremy from the Artifex Forge. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use our Art Deco border and frame builder to create intricate Art Deco borders and frames. The pack allows the user to create almost endless border combinations quickly and easily. All of these borders were created using the pack. So, to use the pack, simply open the template, then turn the layers on and off to try out different combinations of corners and center graphics. There are 25 center options and 23 corner options. These are just a few of the many possible combinations. Once you've chosen your combination, you can further edit the design by adjusting the proportion, stroke weight, colour, or by adding gradients or textures using a mask. After you've chosen your corner and centre options, it can be helpful to delete the unused corners and centres. Be sure to make a copy of the file first. A quick note about how the files are set up. Each corner and centre section is made using 4 corner and 4 centre groups. Inside each group is an outlines group, which contains the curves which make up the section, and a transparent rectangle. The rectangle has been added to keep each section aligned while you edit the design. To ensure good alignment, we're going to enable snapping. Snapping allows objects to snap to each other as if they're magnetised, and this will help keep your border sections aligned as you move and adjust them. To enable snapping, simply click the magnet icon here and then click the drop-down arrow to access the snapping options. These are the settings I'd recommend. You may have your own preferences though. To change the proportions of the frame, select the left-hand centre and the 2 left-hand corner sections. Then, use the transform panel to accurately move the selected sections to the left by entering a minus value into the X box. Here I'm typing in -500. Hit return to confirm the change. You could manually move the sections using the Move tool, but entering the value into the transform panel ensures you move all sections equally and retain the balance of the composition. Next, select the right-hand centre section and the right-hand corner sections. Move them to the right by entering the same value, but this time with a plus sign first, into the X box on the transform panel and then hit the return key. If you want to move the upper border sections, repeat the process, this time selecting the upper centre and the upper corner sections. And then add a minus value in the Y box on the transform panel, then hit the return key. Repeat the process by selecting the bottom, centre and corner sections, then entering the same value into the Y box with a plus symbol at the front, and then hit the return key to confirm the change. The next step is to fill in the gaps by adjusting the curves. To do this, select the node tool and then use it to select the end nodes like so. Drag them to meet the corresponding nodes. It doesn't matter if the curves overlap slightly. Repeat the process until all of the gaps are filled. Having snapping on ensures that all of your nodes will line up neatly. You can further edit the design by adjusting the stroke weight. Use the following hack to select all curves of the same weight quickly. Select a curve and access the Select, Select Same, Stroke Weight and then Equal menu. As you can see, all of the same weight strokes are now selected and you can adjust the stroke as required. Please note that some sections contain more than one stroke weight, so you may need to repeat the process. You can use the same hack to select all strokes of a certain colour. This is useful if you want to recolour the frame design. So to do this, select a curve and access the Select, Select Same and then Stroke Colour menu. Then adjust the colour as required. Some of the border designs include a few fills, and you can select these in the same way by selecting a fill shape and then using the Select, Select Same and Fill Colour menu. You can use a mask to recolour the complete design with a gradient, or a texture. I'm going to demonstrate using a gradient. To do this, firstly group the design, then add a simple shape with a gradient fill behind your frame design. If using a texture, use it in place of the gradient shape. Here I'm using a gradient from Artifex Forge's Art Deco Gradient and Colour Swatch pack, which is available separately or part of our huge Art Deco bundle. See the link in the description below for more details. I'm going to remove the grain from the gradient before making the mask. To enable the mask, on the Layers panel, drag the border group icon into the image part of the gradient shape icon. To learn more about gradient masks, follow the link below to see our mask and cropping tutorial. I'm now adding a dark background to finish the design. Here's the finished border. Be sure to follow the link below to the product page to see more examples of what you can do with the pack. Don't forget to check out our other Artifex Forge tutorials and to follow our channel for more tips and tricks. Also, be sure to check out artifexforge.com to check out our huge range of Affinity design tools and pick up some freebies too. Thanks for watching.